सदस्य प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में ना कहें। मेरे विचार में हाँ, निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है, हाँ के पक्ष में प्रस्ताव अनुमोदित किया जाता है। आइटम नंबर 15 जी किशन रेड्डी जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं माननीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी की ओर से उनके नाम के सम्मुख आज के कार्यसूची में जम्मू और कश्मीर आरक्षण अधिनियम 2004 का संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक को पुनर्स्थापित करने के लिए अनुमति चाहता हूं।
आइटम नंबर प्रश्न ये कि विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में कृपया हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में कृपया नहीं कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है, निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है। अब विधेयक को पुनः
अध्यक्ष महोदय, इसे पुनर्स्थापित किया जाए।
आइटम नंबर 16 जी किशन रेड्डी जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं माननीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी की ओर से उनके नाम के सम्मुख आज के कार्यसूची में जम्मू और कश्मीर आरक्षण संशोधन अध्यादेश 2019 क्या संख्या 8 के प्रख्यापन द्वारा तत्काल विधान बनाने जाने के लिए कारणों के दर्शाने वाले वाक्यात्मक विवरण हिंदी तथा अंग्रेजी संस्करण सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
आइटम नंबर 87 रविशंकर प्रसाद जी। माननीय सदस्य रविशंकर प्रसाद जी। माननीय सदस्य आगे। माननीय रविशंकर प्रसाद जी। माननीय रविशंकर प्रसाद जी।
Sir, I beg to move for leave to introduce a bill to amend the Aadhaar Targeted Delivery of Financial and Other Services Act 2016 and further to amend the Indian Telegraph Act 1985 and the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002.
श्री N.K. प्रेमचंद्रन जी।
Sir, I rise to oppose the introduction of the bill Aadhaar and Other Related Laws Bill 2019 under Rule 72, 2 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business on the following grounds. The first ground is that the bill violates the Supreme Court judgment dated 26th of April 2018. The second ground is the bill allows private entities to hold Aadhaar data, whereas the Supreme Court has specifically directed all Aadhaar agencies to delete Aadhaar authentication data. And the third objection is it violates the fundamental rights. Number one, the right to life, the right to livelihood, and right against discrimination. On these 3 grounds, I would like to oppose the introduction of the bill. I would like to substantiate the 3 grounds. So the number one is the judgment in Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India on 26/9/2018. It has restricted the use of Aadhaar for only such schemes that have the color of subsidy and which are paid out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Here the government intends to amend 3 laws, that is Aadhaar Act of 2016 and Telegraph Act of 1885 and also another act, that is Prevention of Money Laundering Act also. 3 acts has to be amended. And clause 7 of the amendment to section 4 of the Aadhaar Act 2016 mandating the authentication of the Aadhaar number hold for a provision for any service required by the law made by the Parliament. That means it is against the spirit of the judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court has very specifically directed and stated that the right of privacy is a fundamental right which comes under the right, Part 3 of the Constitution of India. If that is a historic judgment, it is a full Constitution bench has declared the historic judgment. When that historic judgment is that it is that Aadhaar can be implemented only for subsidies and some benefits to the people of India. And here if you want to get any service comes under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. If you want to provide any service under the Telegraph Act, you have to have this authentication of Aadhaar data, means it is against the spirit, soul and spirit of the judgment dated 26/9/2018. And further, sir, regarding the clause 24 of the amendment to section 4 of the Indian Telegraph Act, that is also allowing licensed telecom service provider to conduct Aadhaar-based authentication or offline verification. And it is very specific, as rightly mentioned in second part. The bill allows the private entities to hold Aadhaar data where the Supreme Court has opposed it. The private entities, they have no authority to hold the Aadhaar data for their own use. That is the specific direction which is given by the Supreme Court. So, clause 24 of the bill is also against the spirit of the Constitution. And coming to clause 25 of the clause 25, inserting a new section 11A in the Prevention of Money Laundering Act of 2002, which allows banking companies to conduct Aadhaar-based authentication or offline verification. All these provisions are violating the fundamental rights of the people of this country, citizens of India. Hence, I strongly oppose the introduction. I am having the formal objections to the introduction of the bill. And finally, since the Honorable Prime Minister is also there, sir, one second, let me. And Honorable Prime Minister is also here. I would like to suggest to the government, since long commitment is there is so far the personal data protection bill has not been brought to the Parliament. That is also part and parcel of the judgment of the Supreme Court, the Constitution bench. The personal, instead of bringing the personal data protection bill, you are day by day you are giving so many legislations so as to have the authentication of this data. So the personal right of the people have to be protected by bringing a legislation, personal data protection bill. That is a suggestion which I would like to make before this House. With this suggestion, I oppose the introduction of the bill.
मान्य रविशंकर प्रसाद, मान्य रविशंकर, मान्य सदस्य, इसमें प्रस्ताव देना पड़ता। मान्य सदस्य प्लीज, टाइम बाउंड हो गया। मान्य सदस्य, आपको पहले देना पड़ता। नो, मान्य सदस्य, नो, मान्य रविशंकर प्रसाद जी।
Sir, I would,
मान्य रविशंकर प्रसाद जी,
I would meet all the objection given by Mr. Premchandran. First of all the issues he has raised has been dealt with elaborately by the Honorable Supreme Court. Aadhaar is a valid law. Aadhaar is in national interest. Aadhaar does not violate privacy. That they have said very clearly. Now, sir, the second point about Prevention of Money Laundering Act and the Telegraph Act, what the Supreme Court said, you are coming by the rules or by a circular. Don't come by a rule or circular, come by law. Therefore, those two amendments are there. And sir, I want to just ensure there is no mandatory compliance. SIM card can be taken either by Aadhaar or any other document. The same is the case of money laundering. And sir, let this House know with great respect, today 68 crore people have taken SIM card through Aadhaar. 65 crore bank accounts are there through Aadhaar. People of India are accepting Aadhaar. I can't satisfy Mr. Premchandran on that score. Now, coming to the third part of it, sir. The third part of it. What we have
मान्य सदस्य,
what we have proposed in this law, sir.
मान्य मंत्री जी जवाब दे रहे हैं।
In this law, sir, we have proposed that child consent will be taken after it becomes mature. Number one. Number two, there is a provision for offline verification also. And number three, what we have done, just to allay the concern of Mr. Pram, any other body, if it seeks authentication, it will be allowed either if a law permits or if the UIDR authority permits them, having due regard to security, privacy and any state interest. Therefore, all the Supreme Court law have been complied with. I would request this House to kindly permit me to introduce the bill.
प्रश्न ये कि विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में कृपया हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में कृपया ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है, निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है। अब विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित कर सकते हैं।
Sir, I beg the leave of this House to introduce the bill, sir.
आइटम नंबर 19, पीयूष गोयल जी। 18, आइटम नंबर 18।
Sir, I beg to lay on the table an explanatory statement in Hindi and English version showing reasons for immediate legislation by promulgation of the Aadhaar and other law ordinances for the 19th.
आइटम नंबर 19।
Sir, I have read it all. 19 is not mine, sir.
पीयूष गोयल जी।
Speaker, sir, with your kind permission, I move for leave to introduce a bill to amend the Special Economic Zones Act 2005. Also to introduce the bill.
प्रश्न ये कि विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित करने की अनुमति दी जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में कृपया हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में कृपया नहीं कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है, निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ है। अब विधेयक को पुनः स्थापित कर सकते हैं।
Introduce the bill.
आइटम नंबर 20।
Speaker, sir, with your kind permission, I lay on the table an explanatory statement, Hindi and English versions, showing reasons for immediate legislation by promulgation of the Special Economic Zones Amendment Ordinance 2019, number 12 of 2019.
माननीय सदस्यगण, नियम 377 के अधीन मामलों के सभा पटल पर रखा जाए। जिन सदस्यों को नियम 377 के अधीन मामलों को आज उठाने की अनुमति दी गई है, वह जो उन्हें सभा पटल पर रखने के इच्छुक हैं, वे 20 मिनट के भीतर मामले को पाठ को व्यक्तिगत रूप से सभा पटल पर भेज दें। केवल उन्हीं मामलों को सभा पटल पर रखा जाएगा माना जाएगा जिनके लिए मामले का पाठ निर्धारित समय के भीतर सभा पटल पर प्राप्त हो गया है। शेष को व्यक्तिगत माना जाएगा। राष्ट्रपति के अभिभाषण पर धन्यवाद प्रस्ताव पर प्रताप चंद्र सारंगी जी।
Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to move that an address be presented to the Honorable President in the following terms. That the members of the Lok Sabha assembled in this session are deeply grateful to the President for the address which he has been pleased to deliver to both houses of Parliament assembled together on June 20, 2019.
माननीय सदस्य हिना गावित जी भाषण करें। माननीय
Honorable Speaker, sir, it's a great honor for me to rise here to open the most important discussion at the beginning of the first session of the 17th Lok Sabha. I am grateful to Honorable Speaker for giving me this opportunity. I also take this opportunity to offer my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved and most revered Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji for giving me this rarest opportunity to speak on this presidential address as becoming a first timer. My special thanks are also to the people who sent me to this August House. We have assembled here as members of the 17th Lok Sabha. This 17th Lok Sabha is unique in many respects. And sir, in the year 2022, we are going to celebrate the 75th year of New India. An India which would be clean and green, healthy and wealthy, where everybody would have access to a house and a toilet, where the farmers' income would have doubled, where the youth of India would have ample opportunities to express their abilities and to fulfill their dreams, where the women would have free access to, women would feel secure to pursue their career and interest and live a life with dignity and honor. It would be an India free from terrorism, communalism, casteism, corruption, nepotism, starvation and exploitation. Sir, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to all the members. Sir, this is the vision of our leader, Sri Narendra Modi ji, on which this election was fought and won. Speaker, sir, this August House has been shaping the destiny of our nation and contributing significantly to the rebuilding of the nation. I am deeply conscious of the fact that I am a part of this House, the sacred temple of the largest democracy of the world, which was aided by great luminaries like Pandit Nehru, Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee, Maulana Azad, Lal Bahadur Shastri, K. M. Munshi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and many others. By inducting into the Union Council of Ministers an ordinary person like me, the Honorable Prime Minister has not only humbled me, but has actually shown to the world that this government truly represents the poor, the downtrodden, the marginalized sections of the society. Swami Vivekananda used to say, no amount of politics would be obtainable until the masses of India are once more well-fed, well-educated and well-cared for. I am conscious of my role as a member of this August House. I would like to believe that the great dome of this House reflects the strength, the power, the majesty, the vigor of our democracy. It reflects ambition to soar high and to mirror the hopes and aspirations of our people. All of us representing the people of our country here under this dome will collectively endeavor to translate the Vox Populi, voice of the people. I have been in public life for the last 35 years as a social worker. For me, politics was never an instrument for enjoyment. It was a noble means to to serve the people, the poor, the afflicted, the oppressed and the downtrodden. As Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna told, serve jiva in siva. Each soul is potentially divine, says Swami Vivekananda. The goal is to manifest destiny within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines or dogmas or rituals or books or temples or forms are but secondary details. Sir, I have worked in the highly underdeveloped region of North Odisha in Nilgiri, where I grew up as a child hearing stories from my very infancy about Sardar Patel, by whose clarion call Nilgiri became the first state to be merged in the Union of India. And the war vessel was named IS Nilgiri. Sir, the Sardar united our nation, and I am confident that my Sardar, our Prime Minister, who has relentlessly worked day and night to serve 130 crore of our sisters and brothers to take development to the last man at the bottom of the pyramid, will help take India to new heights. Sir, I was born in a humble family with modest means. I had the opportunity to become two-term MLA in Odisha Legislative Assembly. During the course of my public life, I could have made fortunes. However, I choose to stay with my roots, with my people who are poor and deprived. I choose to serve them with dedication and commitment because I had before me the role model of the great Swami Vivekananda, one Narendra in his bio, and another Narendra, my Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, who himself comes from a humble background and has seen, experienced and lived poverty. I am proud that a modest chaiwala, sir, why so much of intolerance? A modest chaiwala became the Prime Minister.
आपको भी मौका मिलेगा.
Modest chaiwala became the Prime Minister.
Please, माननीय सदस्य.
Their intolerance.
Please, माननीय सदस्य.
They should feel proud of that a common man become a Prime Minister.
Please, माननीय सदस्य. Please. Please, माननीय सदस्य. Please, माननीय सदस्य. Please.
I am proud that a modest chaiwala became the Prime Minister.
Please, माननीय सदस्य.
And an ordinary man like me
माननीय
the opportunity to serve the nation as a member of this August House and as a minister. Speaker, sir, I take this opportunity to thank the people of Odisha and the people of India who have contributed to the fantastic electoral performance. My state is rich in mineral resources. People of my state are peace-loving and hardworking.
माननीय सदस्य, please, माननीय सदस्य. Please, माननीय सदस्य. Please, माननीय सदस्य.
Sir,
Please, माननीय.
one of our great
Please, माननीय सदस्य. Please.
are told culture and his industry. Now this has been translated into action by our Narendra Modi. Sir, we have never heard of skill development in the 10 years of UPA rule, in the 55 years of Congress rule. We have never dreamt of skill development. The necessity was not felt. Now Narendra Modi introduced skill development and our human resources have great heights.
माननीय सदस्य.
Sir, if you crush a piece of stone, it will be worth 300 rupees. If you carve an image, it will be 55,000 rupees. This is value addition. This is industry. Sir, Odisha is home to many finest literary minds, sculptors, dancers and sports persons. It was in Odisha that Gandhiji's foot soldier fought the imperial might of the British with death-defying non-violent valor. This is the land which gave birth to Netaji Subhash, to Veer Surendra Sai, to Bakshi Jagabandhu. Odisha had emerged as a subcontinental social religious center from century to century through faiths such as Buddhism, Jainism, Saivism, Shaktism and Vaishnavism. It was Adi Shankaracharya who chose Puri as the seat of one of the four dhamas under the benign gaze of the Lord of the universe, Sri Jagannath. Odisha was also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela Kshetra. The presence of several religions gave Odisha its liberal pluralistic character. The liberal world outlook of Odisha has been beautifully composed by Pandit Gopabandhu Das. Mo prana prema dhare bhasiba dhara jagata heu moro prema pasara. He further says, Misu moro deho edesa matire desabasi chali jantu pichire desara swarajya pathe jete gado puru tohi padi moro mangsa hada. Speaker, sir, this speech of our Honorable President, sir, is a unique speech. This is a historical document. It is full of conviction and commitment. It is full of confidence and cooperation. Sir, this is a historical document which proves our achievements and our future roadmaps, our vision. As I stand here, my mind goes back to those days of UPA misrule. which was synonymous with governance failures. Sir, policies were new, normal of the time. Scams after scams. 2G, 3G, others housing, Commonwealth Games. Sir, to name only a few. Have passage, my brother. To name only a few. Had eaten into the very vitals of the nation. Surrendering the governance system hollow and dysfunctional. The then political leadership, who was often referred to as accidental prime minister, remained a mute spectator, looking at the verdict of his boss. Sir, in a desperate attempt, a new concept of presumptive loss was advocated by a learned minister of the time to dilute the magnitude of loss of public property. The first family of the Congress also closed its eyes to the unpleasant optics of ministers in the then government.
माननीय सदस्य आपको भी मौका मिलेगा। माननीय सदस्य प्लीज कम डाउन, प्लीज माननीय सदस्य आपको भी अपनी बात को कहने का मौका मिलेगा। माननीय सदस्य प्लीज माननीय सदस्य
सर, मैं निवेदन करता हूँ, विज्ञान सत्ता के द्वारा हम बेईमान को ईमानदार नहीं बना सकते,
माननीय सदस्य
को देशभक्त नहीं बना सकते, भ्रष्टाचारी को
माननीय सदस्य प्लीज माननीय सदस्य प्लीज
नरेंद्र मोदी से
नो पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर प्लीज माननीय सदस्य प्लीज
सर क्या था, हमारा देश की अवस्था क्या था?
नो
सर
नो
महिला को शौचालय के लिए
आपको अपनी बात करने का मौका मिलेगा। नो
करना पड़ता था,
आपको अपनी बात करने का मौका मिलेगा। माननीय सदस्य प्लीज माननीय सदस्य प्लीज आपको अपनी बात करने का मौका मिलेगा। आप अपनी बात कहिए उस समय।